Today I wanted to talk about Donald Trump and why I don't trust him. There are a number of topics that are more than anything interesting to me to get to the bottom of or to resolve. And I've been following what he's been doing, and he's kind of been doing some good stuff, some other stuff he's ignoring, so it's kind of suspicious. Anyways, some important things are, for example, making sure whistleblowers, whenever they release information, they are protected. I feel like that should be a high priority, to make sure that that happens, because there are a number of people who have a lot of information who fear for their lives if they leak information from the government, and we don't get to find out about a lot of things. So that is really important, protecting the whistleblowers. Another thing, as being the new president, he has the ability to further ask for the disclosure of UFOs, and he hasn't said anything about that from what I've heard. So I'm still waiting on that, because I don't believe in aliens and all these UFOs. I'm certain the government, our government, the U.S. military, operates these crafts, as well as this technology was given to by quote-unquote aliens, when in fact I've already said my opinion on that. Another thing is all these feminist laws, the Me Too movement, the divorce laws, these unfair injustice laws against men in the work environment. He hasn't talked about that. And to some women, this topic won't even matter, but to men, this really matters. We have been pushed by our society, and we are expected to excel in this toxic environment, and it's absurd how we are expected to excel even when everything is stacked up against us. They have doubled the workforce, letting women into the workforce, and then they have decreased our pay, and they expect us to make a living. That's fine. Our society will just keep on decaying. We won't have kids because we can't afford to. We can't afford to live, to pay our rent, and think about even getting into a relationship, which that's another thing. These divorce laws are so bad that I don't know many men that would be stupid enough to want to get married. So things need to change, go back to how they used to be. Obviously, women need some form of security. No fault divorce. I believe that was where, if your spouse was found cheating, then you were compensated for your sorrows. That should have never went away. Now women can do whatever they want and then still file for a divorce and get half a man's stuff. That is so absurd. Like, she destroyed the marriage, but whatever. Another topic that is important is, so most people don't remember the financial crisis that happened in 2008. The banks, how they destroyed our economy, plunging us into a dark age of debt. Well, I do, and I haven't forgotten or forgiven the banks. So Trump hasn't said anything about this, and that's something I'm waiting to see if he's going to talk about. If he's going to mention the banks that screwed us over, that took all our money, our taxes, and our tax. We had a reserve of money, and it's just gone now because they took it, and they bought themselves yachts, private jets, and expensive vacations, while we suffered through a depression. So I'm also waiting for him to talk about that. Another thing is, he isn't really a Christian. I don't know if Christians understand this. Hell, Christians are stupid, if anything, because for starters, they still believe that the Jews are the chosen people, when they don't realize that they are the chosen people. Christians, not all the Christians, albeit, because there's a lot of denominations and they haven't realized this. So obviously there has to be only one, according to the Bible, there has to be only one correct religion. And first of all, that's not even Judaism anymore. So that goes back to Trump. Trump is a Jewish supporter. His campaign was supported by Jews. So you have to realize where his loyalties are. And that is another reason why, as a person, as an individual like you guys, I don't trust him. As a Christian, I don't trust him because he's a Zionist supporter. These are some of the topics that I wanted to address and why I don't trust Trump. And first of all, I'm not saying I'm a liberal, because I'm not. If anything, I'm politically neutral, anarchist. So I don't care about politicians. I just point out their hypocrisies, and everyone has dirt on them. So no one is innocent. And I see all these Christians and all these people looking at him like he's the Messiah or something. It's so absurd. Like, dude, it just shows how stupid people really are. Even people who think are intelligent. I'm talking about the Republicans who think they are in the right when there's so many atrocities committed by the U.S. When, for example, they want to get rid of all the immigrants when they are, in fact, the immigrants. This land belongs to the Native Americans, which are long but extinct. Not fully, but they were killed off. So they're a bunch of hypocrites. I mean, like, seriously, you're focusing on renaming the Gulf of Mexico to the Gulf of America? That's so stupid. Like I said, there's other important topics to address, and it's just a joke. He's just sensationalizing this. He's not really a politician. He was never a governor, and last I checked, I think you needed to be a governor or a mayor to be able to be elected for president. I don't recall him ever taking that step. If anything, he just used his wealth to cut threw everything straight towards presidency on his first term. But yeah, that's what I wanted to mention. Hope you